Hello folks, welcome to the business car and van lease deals for the month of August 2024. This is hopefully going to become a new fixture on the channel. Once a month I'll do one of these videos for you. On the car front, they're all going to be electric or plug-in hybrids, simply because we're talking about business vehicles here and people have to pay company car tax on these somewhere down the line. So it will be electric stuff and plug-in hybrid stuff. Some of that now makes a lot more sense on a company car basis. And then after that, we're going to look at vans. Now, the reason I haven't been doing van lease deals for a long time is because the deals on petrol and diesel vans have not been amazing whatsoever. Still, there are far better deals on electric vans, but I'm going to mix it up. So I'll probably always show you a Transit. It's the most popular van in the UK, I believe, still. So I'll always show you a Transit in one of these, and then we'll just have a mix of the best deals of whatever else is around. There are links to Lease Loco in the video description, one for cars and one for vans. They're in different parts of the sites. They require different links. Using those obviously helps support the channel. And you'll find the profile I'm using is the same one as always. So 3 months up front, 10,000 miles a year, and a 3-year deal. Obviously, mileages can vary massively for business users. So you know, it is what it is, but I'm still pointing you in the right direction here. Chances are, if you change the mileage up, these will still be the best deals around at the moment. So I hope you still get some value for this. Even if your car does 20,000 miles a year, hopefully this still is of some relevance to you. So let's crack straight on. Now, the first one I'm showing you because it's dirt cheap. I'm not going to put too many cheapies in these videos, but this one is worth a look because it's so cheap. It might be great as a little pool car for your business, as a second car for you, or perhaps you have people doing local deliveries and pickups and things, and this might do the trick. £156 a month with 470 up front. By the way, almost forgot to mention, these are all ex-VAT, so remember that. You've got to put VAT on top of these prices if you're not VAT registered. £156.98 a month with 470 up front. That's on 10,000 miles a year, 3-year deal, 168 miles of range, insurance group 24, 435 litres of boot space, and it is, of course, the Nissan Leaf N connector. There we go. There's one to get us started. See, the average price on that's been £226 a month. Highest price on it, £280. Currently, £156. So that's a bit of a bargain. Nissan Ariya Advance is next. This one's capable of 22 kilowatt charging, in case you've got a 3-phase supply and a 22 kilowatt capable charger. 317 quid a month with 953 up front. I think it's a fantastic car, and you could do a hell of a lot worse. 319 miles of range, 408 litres of boot space. 0-62 on this one is 5.7 seconds. And then if we have a look at the price history, hopefully you'll see just how good a deal this really is. 458 a month on average. At its peak, 580. Currently 318, all bar the shouting, with 953 up front. Ford Mustang Mach-E is next. This one's got 273 miles of range, insurance group 37. 0-62 time on this one, 6.9 seconds. A grand up front and 332 a month. And if we have a look at the price history on this, you'll see the average has been 511 a month, at its peak 545, and currently 332. Volkswagen ID.5. This is a lot of car for the money. 358 a month with just over a grand up front. 326 miles of range, 174 brake horsepower, 549 litres of boot space, and insurance group 28. 0-62 in 10.4 seconds, and the charging time's 29 minutes. I don't know if it's 10-80 or 20-80 because they don't actually specify it on here. Average on that one's been 423 quid a month. At its peak, it was 546, and it's currently 358. That's a brilliant price on that car that offers you tons of range, lots of space. It's not the worst looking car in the world either. I don't mind the ID.5. That one's Tech Pro spec, by the way. Lexus NX is next. This one's a plug-in hybrid, 376 a month with 1128 up front, 6.3 seconds to 62, 309 brake horsepower, 520 litres of boot space, 0-62 in 6.3 seconds. I can't give you the CO2 figure because it's not there. But 376 quid a month for a Lexus NX. Again, a fantastic car. If you are regularly doing longer journeys, maybe full electric is not quite for you yet, well, this might tick that box for you. 466 quid at its peak, 426 on average, currently 376 with 1128 up front. Now here's a full electric with all the range you could ever want, really. 382 miles of range. It's the VW ID.7 Match Pro. £390 a month with 1171 up front. 532 litres of boot space. Insurance group 38. 286 brake horsepower. That charging time's 28 minutes. And a 0-62 of 6.5 seconds. And I think it's a great looking car. I really like the look of this new ID.7. They've sort of taken the Passat design and just evolved it a bit. They haven't reinvented the wheel. They haven't done anything crazy with it. I just think it looks decent. The highest price on it has been 815 quid a month. On average, 484. Currently, 390. Polestar 2 long range. I've just reviewed one of these, so I'll put a link to that up there if I remember. If not, I'll put it at the end of the video. £408 a month with a 1226 up front. 406 miles of range. Again, you've got 28-minute charging time. Insurance group 41, 405 litres of boot space. Nearly 300 brake horsepower. 0-62 in 6.1. What's not to like, really? Gorgeous looking car, the Polestar 2 as well. I really do think it's a looker. 650 quid a month at its peak, 563 on average, currently 408 with 1226 up front. BMW i5 is next, the 𝙇𝙄𝙁𝙁 M Sport Pro, 1773 up front and 591 a month, 338 miles of range, 490 litres of boot space, 340 horsepower, 34-minute charge time and 6 seconds to 62. On average, it's been 609. At its peak, it was 966 and it's currently 591. You can also get the touring version of that, which I think is a gorgeous looking car. I love that. I do like an estate car though. 623 on that with 1870 up front. BMW i7, 772 a month with 2,318 up front, 373 miles of range, 500 litre boot, insurance group 50 because it's huge and it's expensive, 455 brake horsepower, charging time on that one's 34 minutes and 0-62 in 5.5 seconds. So you are not going to be hanging around in that one. 772 a month with 2,300 up front. Let's just look at the history on this because there's some hair-raising prices on here, even for a man with no hair. 1,625 at its peak, 993 on average, currently 772. So it's not a bad deal at the moment. That is a factory order. Onto the vans, we've got the Kangoo L1 E-Tech. This is an electric van, fully electric, £234 a month with 703 up front. Payload is only 6.6 tons, so not a huge payload, but decent enough little van. It's that shared platform with things like the Mercedes 𝘼𝙁𝙁𝙁𝙁, etc. 186 miles of range on that one. Average on this has been 327 a month. At its peak, it was 657, and it's currently 234 with 703 up front. Now we've got a Maxus diesel. This is the Deliver 9 long wheelbase D20 150 Lux high roof van. It's big. 1.2 ton payload in that one. 1.5 meters wide, 1.9 meters high, and a load length of 3.4. 31.4 mpg is claimed. 788 up front and 262 a month. And if we look at the price history on this, you'll see that at its peak it was 573. On average, it's been 441, and currently it's 262. That's in stock and it will go fast. So if you want that, use the link in the video description and make your inquiry as soon as possible. You do that, by the way, by coming down here and clicking on compare deals. Another Maxus next. This one's the eDeliver. It's an L1 electric van. 331 quid a month with 995 up front, 148 miles of range. So perhaps best suited to local deliveries. 386 at its peak, 336 on average, currently 331. Nissan Prima Star is next. L2 2-litre diesel, 130 PS of power, 39 mpg, 1.25 ton payload on that one. Let's just have a look at the price history. It's currently nearly 1,100 up front and 362 a month. At its peak, it was 582. On average, it's been 430, and this one's in stock at 362. Again, I would expect that one to shift fast. Now, here is the old favourite, the Transit. This is the 𝐿1H1 Eco Blue, 150 PS, custom 300, 39.2 mpg, 1.1 ton payload, 1,259 upfront and 419 a month. At its peak, this was 646 a month. Average has been 475, and this is currently in stock at 419. In-stock Transits are still not that common. So again, this one will go very, very quickly. So I would suggest if you're interested in that, use the link below and get on it ASAP. Thanks for watching that, folks. It's a new one, but hopefully it's one I'm going to do on a monthly basis now. A lot depends on how many click the thumbs up, how many subscribe while watching this video, and how many people actually watch it in the first place. So if you've enjoyed it, do all those things and you'll make Jimmy a happy boy. Please use the links in the video description and pin as a top comment, and I'll catch you on the next one.